This is Michael Archambault with Windows Phone Central, and today we're going to be looking at the accessories included with Sony's Vaio Tab 11. We have the wireless keyboard and the digitizer stylus. Let's take a look at the keyboard first. This is one of the main features and special features of this device. So this is a wireless keyboard. It's really, it's quite nice to use. The keys have a decent key depth press and a satisfying feel to them. They're a little bit more spread out than I'd like, but I might just be nitpicky. I do type all day, so I get used to certain keyboards. But overall, it's a very nice keyboard, very comfortable to type on. There's a wonderfully textured touchpad down here, works very well. It is gesture supported, and then there's a clicky physical button, left and right click. Some may find this a little too difficult to press. It's kind of a hard press, but it's really going to be a matter of opinion on that. So don't get too overwhelmed by that idea. On the upper right hand corner is really where we start seeing some of the differences with this keyboard. So let's take a look. We have, first of all, is the docking connector, which we'll take a look at in just a second. It goes with the Sony Vaio 11 back there for charging. We have an on-off switch that also functions as a way to disable the touchpad, so if you're typing and that's a concern. And then we have a caps lock and a battery low LED indicator. One of the problems that we had with this keyboard itself, although it really is a beautifully designed keyboard and does feel nice, is that on some surfaces when typing it slips around. The back of the unit is a beautiful, what looks like a polished metal, but there's two rubber grips, very tiny, I mean you can't even see them, and two plastic grips. We don't even know why Sony would make those plastic, and this results in the keyboard slipping around. If you're someone who just places their hands on the keyboard and types like this, then this shouldn't be much of a problem for you. But if you're someone who moves their hands around when you type, like so many do, you may face a bit of an issue. Overall, beautiful keyboard. Here's the biggest feature, though. If we take the Sony Tab 11, we can take this connector and it connects into the connector down here on the front of the tablet. So this serves as a screen protector, so Sony says. In addition to, this is how the keyboard is charged. Now, as far as we know, this is the only way to charge the keyboard. So if you have a dead keyboard, you're going to have to stop using your Vaio to charge it. We hope there's an accessory later on to charge it without having to cover the screen. But for now, that's how it is. It looks very nice on. It does. It magnetically snaps on in place. We get an LED indicator to let us know it's charging from the battery. It's not the most stable, but it does stay pretty nice and snug and connected. Although, as you see, with a little bit of force, it can easily come off. But it seems to want to snap right back into place due to the magnets. It's a very interesting design. We really like it. The fact that we can now just put out this kickstand. I mean, we can even angle the screen back away there and type over here. It's just a very interesting experience that not many others have brought. The new the new Microsoft Surface Pro 2 will include a wireless adapter for the keyboard, so we'll see how that is. But it's a cool idea to have it just, there you go, snap right on like that, and that's it. I mean, you can even leave it like this. I might use this on my desk and at night just as a way to keep everything dust free. Just snap it on like that and leave it. It really works really nicely. The other accessory that's included, let's just move away this keyboard for a second. Hello? Okay, the other accessory that's included is this digitizer stylus. It's a very nice stylus. It takes a AAA battery inside. It's got a good weight, good feel. It really actually feels like a really nice premium stylus. So a lot of times these styluses, you lose them and they're like $60, $80. But in this case, it feels like a $60, $80 pen. It really just, the material, the way it was built, it feels great. The front kind of has this like space looking ring setup going on, and the back is a straight cutoff. It looks very nice. It's a great design, and there's 2 buttons on here that can perform as different functions, along with a pen clip, which we like because it helps it from rolling off the desk. So that's our favorite part about that. Now, you can use this within, obviously, Windows 8. Fresh Paint works really well with it. Sony has included 2 pieces of software. Their Note software, which we're going to skip over. It's an interesting piece of software, but you're better off just using Microsoft's OneNote. But the interesting piece of software is Rage Art 3. See if I can just start a new painting. So this is Rage Art. This is Rage Art 3. There we go. That seems okay. There you go. And this is, the pen really works really nice, especially with this software. This is great software too. If Fresh Paint isn't your thing. Great sensitivity. Really light. We can go pretty light to really heavy. So heavy I move the tablet. But you can see pretty light to super heavy. So it works really nice. It's also a pretty cool app. We have a lot of stickers and different things in here. So I'm sure if you're an artist or just someone who likes to doodle, you now have a great selection between Microsoft's Fresh Paint and this piece of software now. They're both equally easy to use and also a blast. I don't draw, but this actually makes it really nice. And the feeling of the pen against the screen also is excellent to feel. So there you go. You have the Stylus pen. The last thing to note about it is it comes with this. So we're not sure how to respond to this. We're not crazy about it, but we do like it because it gives you the option. This is the Stylus holder. And this actually, if I turn the tablet, I'll show you. This goes over the HDMI and USB ports. It covers it and snaps on. Let's see if I can even get this on. There's something in the back. Okay, there we go. And it will hold your pen. So we love this because the surface has that magnetic connection that always seems to drop the pen. But this is really nice. This has a snug fit on it. Now, it's really difficult to get off for us due to the way it was designed. Sony says that the final production model will be easier to deal with, but we do have that issue here right now. Once again, though, it's covering the HDMI and the USB. If you're someone who doesn't use those ports, then you might be in luck because it's not obscuring anything that you need. In my case, I find it very annoying that I have to pull this off. In fact, if you see, it wants to actually pull off the actual door right now. This one I gotta struggle with. I feel like I'm gonna break the unit every time I do this. There we go. So, like I said, Sony said it should be, will be better in the final production unit, but that is an issue. You have to decide if covering these ports is an annoyance or something you can deal with. Right away, you might want to say it's annoyance, but really think about how many times a day do you actually use the USB port. Do you use it with a flash drive, or are you just carrying the tablet around? So that's it. These are the accessories. We have the Sony Tab 11, we have the stylus holder and stylus, and then we have the keyboard itself. These products will be available at the end of October. They are included with the unit itself and come in both white and the black you are seeing right now. For the full review on the tablet itself, visit Windows Phone Central. That's wpcentral.com, as this is part 2 of a 2-series video review. If you have any questions or comments, you can comment on our full review, and we'll be sure to answer it. Have a great weekend, everyone, and thank you for reading Windows Phone Central.